Hey there guys, it's Will and Ellen here, and we just wanted to check in with you guys to see how everybody's doing with all the craziness that's going on right now. I've got a few notes here because I don't want to miss anything or anybody out. But first of all, we're just checking in and want to know if y'all are staying safe. We hope you're not completely losing your mind, and those of you that homestead, I'm pretty sure just like us, you got plenty to keep you busy right now. And we're doing pretty good here in West Virginia.
Well, here us personally, our date ain't changed.
No. Yeah, life hasn't changed much for us, which we see that as a huge blessing, because we're still carrying on with doing improvements and changing things up around the homestead. We already worked from home, we already homeschooled our kids.
We don't leave.
Unless we have to.
Yeah.
And that's when we realised that.
And we're in West Virginia, so when you do leave, even on the roads, there's nobody around.
And that's the norm.
That's normal. I mean, one or two cars, while you're out, who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, you go in a grocery store and there ain't nothing there.
Yeah, that's when it really opens our eyes, is when we go in a grocery store and we see empty shelves and we're like, oh yeah, there's something pretty wild going on right now. So we're doing good here. Everybody's fine, and like I say, around the homestead we've always got something to do. We've always got projects need doing, and of course our biggest project being the house, now that we can get back on that. So yeah, we're doing pretty good, aren't we?
Yeah. Getting things done.
Now I'd say the only thing that really is going to be different for us, especially this month, is that we usually do once a month grocery shopping,
which is about to hit.
Well, that's it. We've been fine up until now, which was still pretty good, but before the schools got cancelled, before businesses got shut down, we had already done our big grocery shop, and so we were well stocked for the whole month for a family our size, a family of 9. And with us having our goats for milk, chickens for eggs, and then right now we're getting the garden prepped for planting veggies, we're still doing fine, but there are just those few little essentials that we have to get.
I mean, don't know if I call them essentials.
Well, like even animal feed, we usually get feed that'll last our chickens about a month and our goats for 3 months. So they've been good. So again, we've got
which we even did that last month. So I mean, it's just chickens every month.
Yeah.
Goats we won't have to worry about for another 2-3 months. So we're doing that.
So yeah, we kind of feel that God prepared us for this without us knowing, because we've got so much around here that
we've got freezers full of meat,
of deer meat from hunting season
not
last
just
year.
Deer meat, but we've got pork down there, and
yep, from our farmer friend.
Got some beef and
chicken.
Yeah. Hey, if we get real desperate, we could just bump up butchering the chickens an extra month.
Yeah, our own chickens. So again,
we'll be doing that it's April.
Yeah.
April now. So I was planning on April or May.
Yeah.
So.
So yeah, we're doing fine.
We're about to have an interruption.
Kids.
Hey, we're recording.
What do you want?
Hey, can you go help them clear that spot for Granny and Papa's garden we're going to put in?
Their little garden? Awesome.
If y'all need help, grab Papa. He knows what's going on.
Yep. That's the other bonus. Because we got plenty to do around here, the kids can't ever say that they're bored.
I was afraid to say I was bored as a kid. You didn't say that. That was bad. You could think it. You're allowed to think it, but don't say it.
Don't you dare say it.
You're bored? Go pick up a broom. Or do some laundry. Go clean the yard.
But yeah, like I said, the only thing that's changed for us is our shopping. And it might be a little tricky for us this month just because there's limits on things. And we understand why. And we think that's great to help people out because unfortunately there are those people that's out there hoarding. But hopefully that's kind of died down a bit. And even things that we kind of take for granted, we can make do with. Like,
I was about to say,
well,
our shopping list isn't all necessities. She's got stuff on there that's like, well, we're going to have a hard time getting this. It's like, yeah, but you don't have to have it.
For example, diaper wipes.
Okay, that one's a necessity.
Well, no, it isn't.
Well, I don't know. That one's...
Now, don't get me wrong.
I'll walk to the store. We don't need a car. That's a necessity.
Now, don't get me wrong. Diaper wipes are nice to have to be able to clean up your kid and throw them away. But if things get desperate, we can always cut up pieces of cloth, some old clothes. You have a bucket of bleach water. There you go. Same with bread. You know, we go through a fair bit.
There's a reason why they went to disposable diapers. I mean, no.
But
that's on the necessity list.
Well, if it gets to where it can't be got,
I'll starve before we go to,
washable diaper wipes.
Yeah.
But again, though, it's like I don't think it'll get to being that desperate because the stores are doing pretty good trying to stock things off. But if it does, we do have other options. And like I say, even with bread, we go through a fair bit of bread. It's nice to just buy it, have it pre-sliced, kids can help themselves, whatever. But again, if we need to start making it, which it would be nice to have homemade bread because there's nothing like homemade
even
bread.
Coming back to, like the diapers and stuff. And,
you just look up on the diaper wipes, aren't you?
West Virginia hasn't been hit with an extreme excess of stupidity yet. So, I mean,
that's true.
We can go into like a Dollar General, and sure, you might not have the brand of diapers or something that you're wanting, but you have options.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, wait a day, and you'll get some bread,
You're going to start a campaign of save the diaper wipes, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's like, I can't do without my diaper wipes.
Y'all are feeling for me. We take size 4 diapers.
He will take donations.
Yeah.
Just so he doesn't have to wash diapers and diaper wipes.
Mail them one at a time. I don't care.
So that's your request, huh?
That's the only thing we have to have.
Diapers, donations. No, guys, seriously, we're good on diapers. Yeah. We're good on wipes right now. So please don't panic. We're fine. We really are.
But I mean, think about it. Is that the only thing that we absolutely have to have?
Toothpaste. But again, you can use
5 pounds of baking soda out there. We'll make our own.
If you can't get it, there's baking soda. We've actually done that that before.
Baking soda, just doing it myself.
I think it was one winter that was really bad. We didn't have toothpaste. We ran out.
Yeah, couldn't get out.
The kids hated it, but again, you got to do what you got to do. So we just kind of go with the flow. But saying that, it's through times like this that it is easy to look at and focus on all the bad stuff, all the worry, all the concern, the chaos, the uncertainty.
Yeah.
So the main point and the main thing of doing this video today is we just want to encourage you. We want to bring you some comfort and make you smile.
Easiest thing on earth to do. All you have to do is not watch the news and just enjoy life.
But yeah, bring you some smiles, even with his diapers and diaper wipe
That's
campaign.
serious business. I don't know what he's talking about.
And just remind you that God's in control. He's got it. We'll be fine. Now, it is important to take some necessary steps and precautions and be sensible about it. But God's still got this. We're good.
Yeah, right.
There's important things I want to remember, and those of you that
it's like a college essay.
Those of you that are moms know that the mum brain is very real, so it is easy to forget and
I'm almost out of coffee. You're gonna have to speed up. I gotta go back to work.
But anyhow, this life of ours was meant for living and to spread happiness and joy, and to make sure you always count your blessings no matter how tough things get.
I mean, we've had a lot of crap in life, a lot of crap. But I mean,
a lot of good has come from it too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't regret anything.
No. I mean, there are things that we would have liked.
We've been extremely blessed.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, there are things that we would have liked to have been different, but there are those things that you can't change. So, again, look for the good, and God brings you blessings.
Yeah. I mean, we've gone through more junk in our life than most people ever go through.
In a lifetime.
In a lifetime.
We've only been married, well, it'll be 13 years this June. So we're still in the baby stages of our marriage, really and truly.
And like I said, we've gone through a lot. Not like against each other, but just crap happening to us.
Yeah.
And I would say it's been more than what the average person goes through, like,
yeah,
in a lifetime. But I'd say we've had more than our fair share of blessings as well.
Well, I think those tough times and even what's happening now, if you can just take a step back and look at the bigger picture.
That's hard.
It is hard when you're going
really
through
hard.
the middle of it. It is hard, but if you can just do that for a moment.
And the more you do it, the more you get used to it.
Yeah, you'll see just how many blessings and how many good things are coming from something that was intended for bad. And I really truly believe that it just makes you appreciate not only life, but your spouse, your children, your family, your friends, your home, so many things that we've been guilty of. You take it for granted, you do. Until you take that step back and you're like, you know what, I truly am blessed. So, right now, not necessarily for us, but for a lot of people, you might not be able to live your life that you was living before.
Might not be a bad thing.
Or that was normal before.
Might find a better new normal.
Well, that's true. But we can all still spread happiness. We can still count our blessings, no matter how big or small. Even simple things like waking up this morning. I got to wake up this morning. I feel healthy. I've got a roof over my head. And I've got my family. There's so many even little tiny things we take for granted, and they are actually huge blessings. And we can always be a blessing to others. And I know there's all this social distancing right now, but even something as simple as a smile.
Yeah.
Sending somebody words of encouragement through a text message, or writing it on a piece of paper and sticking it in the mailbox or through their letterbox. And there's acts of kindness and just simply still showing that you care, even if it is from a distance right now. So we just really want to encourage you all to grab onto that joy and run with it.
Go sleep.
You're worried about my essay, aren't you?
Yeah.
And if you look You will find, when you start looking, you will find so much good that is happening in the world. You will. Even with this horrible thing going on, when you start looking and you find something, you'll find more and more and more.
Yeah.
And here is just a few that we've seen or read about or heard since all this has started. Now, the one that really stood out to me was the family as a unit is being prioritized and cherished right now. I know it's hard, kids being off school and people being out of work and all that uncertainty, but
our kids ain't off school.
Well, no, they're still doing what they were doing before this. But that has now given time to be a family, to learn together and grow together and enjoy this quality time. Because even we'll admit, even working from home and homeschooling, life can get in the way.
Oh yeah.
You just get so wrapped up in what you're doing, and time goes so fast. And those of you that got kids, you know how fast it seems. Like you blink and they've grown and you think, where on earth has that time got? Well, now this is forcing us as everybody all over the world to really enjoy the time with the family, with the children. And I think that is a really, really beautiful thing. So don't let this time go to waste. Enjoy that family time. I know we do.
We do.
But it still seems to fly by too fast.
It's more enjoyable in the summer, I'll say that.
Well, that's true. That is true. Now, another one was like our church and a lot of churches around us and a lot of churches all over have had to close. But even there, some of them have adapted.
Yeah.
Some of them are doing online services.
Parking lot services.
Well, and then there's the one local to us. They are doing a drive-in service.
We might be doing that this weekend.
Yeah. I've said I want to go.
No, as in our church might be doing it.
Oh, really?
I was talking to Pastor Max, and he says that it's not, 100% decided. They're going to vote on it, but
that'd be brilliant.
We might be doing a parking lot service.
But yeah, a drive-in service where everyone stays in the car. You still hear the message. You still sing songs.
Yeah, it comes through on your radio.
And if you need in prayer, I saw on the one that's doing it right now, they've got different things like if you need prayer, flash your lights and somebody will come up to your car. You keep your windows up, but they'll pray with you through your window. And just, again, people are adapting, but in a good way. And it's nice that you can still have church, and if you're really struggling right now, there are churches out there that'll listen to you and give you prayer and help you out.
Is there an intermission to this?
No.
Okay.
Next thing I noticed was communities in a general seem to be getting stronger relationships. How many times have you lived somewhere and not even known the person, not really known the person living next to you or down the road? Well, now people are going out of their way to reach out and check in on not only their family and friends, but the next door neighbour or the neighbours down the road or that elderly person that you've just seen walking or driving past that you wave at. They're actually going and checking on, say, either through the window saying, do you need anything? Or again in the mailbox, if you need anything, give me a call. And some places have got it to where they say, put a green piece of paper in your window if you're doing okay, an orange piece if there's a couple of things you need but it's not desperate, and a red if it's something desperate or an emergency.
That won't work around here, you get shot at.
Well, even round here, it's like, I know people live further apart, but again, we do it by a mailbox because you can't usually see somebody's window because they live in the woods.
If you're up there looking at somebody's window,
But I'm talking about in the more built-up areas.
I see you walking around up here in the woods, you know.
Peeking through people's
Yeah.
windows.
You get shot at for that kind of crap around here.
We know we're trying to be encouraging, not scare the life out of people.
I'm just stating the flaws in your system here.
But moving on from that, even the public schools have stepped up.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about everywhere, but around here.
I've got a sister that works in a public school, and what they're doing is they're putting together lunches and like homework packets and stuff, and they're still using the buses, and they go and deliver them to all the kids and everything.
And if they can't go to the house with the bus, like his sister, she will, her and the other staff, they'll use their own personal vehicles to drive to that person's house.
Yeah, drop them off some food
And
stuff.
I mean, there's these families and kids that rely on free lunches.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is their way to still help those kids.
Yeah, I mean, we feed our kids every day, all day. I mean,
It feels
it's
like
expensive. You know?
That's why we started growing food, so they can just eat it
Yeah.
out of the garden.
Yeah. You want lunch? Go sit out there and eat.
And I even saw a story about some teachers really going above and beyond. One I read about was this, I think she was like 13 or 14-year-old
having a
girl.
hard time with her work.
She was having a really hard time with the schoolwork, and she messaged a teacher just to try and get some help with it. Well, that teacher drove to her house with a whiteboard, sat outside her porch door, which they kept closed, and he was teaching her through the door how to do her homework. So again, people are just doing amazing things. And another one is even famous people are stepping up.
Are they?
Yeah. They're stepping up to give people free services to family and kids. And one I've heard a lot about in England is somebody called Joe Wicks. We don't get him here. But he's been doing phys ed, PE, workouts online for free. And kids can log on first thing in the morning and do a workout with him online. And then, like here, Dolly Parton is reading bedtime stories.
Oh, yeah.
Again, a free service. And I know there's some others, but they're the only things I could think of. And it's nice to see them, instead of it being all about me being famous, they're just reaching out and seeing what they can do rather than what they can't do.
Yeah, because this has got to be really hard on the kids.
Yeah.
I mean, it does. It's got to suck.
Yeah.
Being in those places like, you know, housing developments and stuff like that where they just can't go anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, when it's so busy and if every child steps out their front door, they're surrounded. So that's why, again, count your blessings, whether you're in the country like us or even in the city. There's a lot of good things happening right now. Another one is there's a lot of stores that have changed their hours. So
Another interruption.
oh yeah,
We're doing videos.
videos,
What do you need?
Water.
water.
There's a jug of it up there
Up where?
by the well. Big old jug.
But yeah, there's so many stores that have changed the hours, so the staff can restock and sanitize the whole store. But they've also changed their hours to help the elderly and those people with immune compromised systems, and it's so they can go do the shopping without it being so crowded and being worried about catching this horrible thing. And there's a lot of restaurants as well that have had to close.
Yeah.
And I know they're probably worrying, but again, instead of worrying, they looked at what they can do, and they're offering takeouts and deliveries. Even some restaurants that have never done that before,
Yeah.
they've stepped up to do it, and some are even paying the delivery fee. so that you can still get their food, but they pay the delivery, and there you go, right to your door. Unfortunately, we don't get that because we're too far away from anything. Now, I was impressed with this one. I read that there was the company called My Pillow.
Oh yeah, you told me about that one.
They have said they're going to start, if they haven't already, I don't remember, start mass producing face masks, and they are donating every single one to hospitals all over. And another one was,
I like the brewery. Distillery.
Distillery, yeah. Down in Tennessee, I read about a whiskey and bourbon company, and they were saying that they're going to stop production on that and start making hand sanitizer, because they're pretty much set up to mass produce that. And again, I'm not sure if they've started that yet.
I don't know.
I didn't follow up on that, but
that was what, a couple of weeks ago we saw that. So
yeah,
who knows? They might be doing that by now.
They might already started. And again, I just think that's a lovely thing to do. Even these big companies sitting there thinking, right, how can we move forward? How can we help this situation? And there are also a lot of small local businesses stepping up to the plate. They're not only helping their community, but the community's helping them back. People are starting to shop more local, shop at the small businesses, which now helps the small business. But then on top of that, there's been quite a few small businesses that have lowered their price to help the general public. So
she's almost done, guys.
Give me my papers.
I'm giving you most of your papers.
Now this one really tickled me. I thought it was lovely. There are even mail carriers, postmen and women, that are doing their bit, not only delivering the mail, but to just try and spread a bit of joy and happiness. And one I read about was a postman back in England, and he started delivering mail in costume, dressing up in a different costume every day, just so when he's out walking the streets delivering the mail, if kids and that are looking out the window, it's just really making them giggle.
He just really likes dressing up. That's all.
He might do, but hey, it's making people happy.
Nobody's gonna come out and tell him not to.
And I saw, well, that's true. Like one I saw, he was dressed up as a Roman. Another one, he was a cheerleader, and it was funny. It was really sweet. And another one, sorry guys, I know there's another one and another one, but there are those people, there's a lot of people stuck at home right now, and it can be hard because you get a bit of cabin fever and don't know what to do with yourself. Well, there's been so many people I've read about that have the skills. I know you don't need a lot of skills, but I'm not skilled that much in sewing and making stuff yet, but they are making face masks, homemade face masks. And they're either giving them out to their local community, or they're donating them all, whatever they make, to the hospital nearby.
I haven't heard about that one.
And again, it's just lovely. There's so many lovely things going on. And now a lot of important people. There are those who are still going out to work. The essential workers. And right now they're not only being noticed for their commitment to the job, but they're being praised for keeping their country running. And they're fighting this fight on the front lines and fighting it head on every day without batting an eyelid. They're just getting up every day and going to work. These people right here are our superheroes. We've got store workers, truck drivers, bin men, what we call trash disposal guys. We call them bin men in England.
Okay.
Farmers, firefighters, police, care workers, emergency responders, medical staff, And I'm sorry if I've missed some. I'm pretty sure I have, but again, that's all I can think of. They are simply amazing. And no matter what we do or say, we'll never be able to say thank you enough, because they're out there every single day just working, just keeping things going. Now, I want to say a very special, very big shout out.
I didn't get to see the other one.
Give me that. Give me
I don't know what's going on. I'm right there with you guys.
I want to do my... You're interrupting my shout out.
Sorry.
It's important.
She's down to 2 pages though.
But my special shout out is to my wonderful, incredible, amazing big sister, Catherine O'Hara 7, or as we call her, Kate. She's always been Kate to us. She's back in England, and she's on the front line because she's a nurse in one of the hospitals over there. Now, Kate, this is for you. She's always been a superhero to me since the day I was born. She was always checking on me often, even as a tiny baby, because I had severe asthma, and she was so worried that I was going to stop breathing that she would be up in the middle of the night just checking on me all through the day, checking on me that I was still breathing. So
it's not asthma. She just has really short memory and forgets how. That's all.
Forgets how to breathe.
Forgets how to breathe. She didn't get
That's
that
what
reflex
he's always
as a
called
child.
it.
Just no good at it.
Need more practice, huh?
Yeah, need more practice.
But
It's all that talking you do. It's always exhaling. You forget the inhale part.
it's the Irish genes. You
Yeah,
naturally
right.
have the gift of the gab. It's
All
not my
right.
fault.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, let me go back to my superhero sister,
All right, go on.
she's awesome. You are, Kate. You're amazing.
Go on.
So, not just when I was a baby, but my whole life, she has been my superhero. She's had my back and took care of me so many times. She's been a superhero to our mum. She's taken care of her when I can't, because of living so far away, making sure she's okay, spending time together. And she became a superhero to her husband and her 2 girls when she became a wife and a mum. And now, during all this craziness, she's being a superhero to so many people that are complete strangers. Now that's a nurse and all these essential workers. And at the end of the day, just like so many of you superheroes out there, all you key workers, all you essential workers, she'll see it as no big deal, because she would just say, I'm just doing my job, the job I love. But right now, it's those jobs that are helping so many people. So thank you to my superhero, my big sister Kate, and we love you forever and always. And thank you to all you essential workers out there. You will never know how much you're appreciated, even when this is over.
It's not recording anymore, is it?
It is.
Phone gave up.
Gave up. So guys, keep looking for the good that's in this world, because there is a lot. And look for the good that its people has to offer as well. Find the joy, the smiles, the kindness, and most of all, find your happy place, which mine is right here with this crazy lot. And our goats and my plants. That's all my happy place. What's yours?
I don't know. Right now, I could go to bed. That'd make me happy.
Your happy place is
Just
going to
sleep.
bed. Not on the tractor. That's what I thought, riding around on your tractor.
Not really, because that adds work.
So your happy place is bed.
Bed. I could do with bed.
So So guys, now we want to hear from you. If you could tell us in the comments below what lovely, kind, amazing and wonderful things you've either done or seen or heard, that'd be brilliant. Because we want to do a follow-up video with your name or your channel and what you've commented on, to show that even in life's storms, even when things are pretty tough, God is in control, and this crazy life truly is precious and beautiful. So we look forward to hearing your stories, guys. Stay safe and God bless. And maybe I'll let him go and take a nap for a bit.
I doubt it. I got work too. So if you haven't heard anything nice done, go do something nice so then you can tell us.
Yeah. Spread that kindness. And one other thing.
Now what?
Well, two things.
I'm sorry, guys.
Two things. Trust God through this craziness.
How's that gonna work?
And
mine says flying buck distillery.
And have faith over fear. We're gonna get through this, and everybody's gonna look back and see all the good that has come from it.
They could only see like one word on your shirt.
There you go.
Grow taller.
Shush you. Alrighty guys, we'll see you next time, and we look forward to seeing your comments.
Will, quit touching stuff. Get.
Oh, fingers.
Go on. Go make yourself useful.
Spread the joy and tell us about it.
I don't know sign language. What's the matter with you? Sorry, guys.
We'll see you next time, guys. Bye.
Later.